Good morning, world of readers! I am Book Dragon Erin, and I would like to welcome you all back to my booktube channel, where today I will be reviewing Say Yes by Elle Kennedy. Say Yes is a fictional contemporary romance novel, and it is a standalone, although I wish there was a sequel, because if there was, I would be online at Barnes & Noble right before it opened, and I would buy the novel itself. There are several other books by Elle Kennedy, most of which I have on my Kindle, such as The Deal, The Mistake, and The Score. Moving right along into a summary, 30-something-year-old maid of honor Amelia is looking for some stress-busting fun the night before her best friend Marcy marries her hot fiancé in the form of using a hookup app to feel a little less lonely for a night. What is more fun than having a no-strings-attached hookup? A lot, but I won't get into that right now. Good thing there's an app for that, and Amelia is in so much luck when she swipes right on a guy who is more than happy to bring her to the summit of Pleasure Mountain in the Snowy Mountain Resort where Marcy's wedding is being held. Her hot night is with a guy named Dirk, and Amelia feels that Dirk is such a bad name and can't get over the hilarity of such a hot stud having such an adult film actor's name, and that night of steamy pleasure is all and everything she knew it would be and more. The morning is different in a major way because Dirk looks exactly like the man her best friend is about to marry. Now for my thoughts on this book, I am very into taboo romance novels. Demon romances, reverse harem fiction, step-sibling love stories, etc. However, I draw a line at incest romances and cheating romances and priest romances. Yes, I did read The Affair by Gianna Darling, which is a cheating romance trilogy, but ever since, cheating romance novels are off limits by my own reading rules. When first reading Say Yes, readers are led to believe that the groom himself isn't as invested in his current relationship with Marcy and wants a fling with Amelia. However, I let out a breath of relief when realizing that Dirk wasn't the groom. Dirk was the groom's twin brother. One real issue that I had with this book, other than the fear that this book was a cheating romance, were the names of the characters. I have no problem saying these normal names, Amelia, Dirk, Marcy, thus and so. However, even though Amelia and Marcy are fairly easy names to remember, keeping Dirk, Devin, and Evan all straight were so confusing. Dirk is Evan's alias, and Devin is Marcy's husband-to-be, and I actually needed to type up a spreadsheet to remember who the characters were and how they were related or not related to these other characters. I am really not sure why, but my ADHD has been acting up like crazy, and it's been really difficult to read one book exclusively. With my ADHD, I can either primarily focus on one book alone, or I can let my attention divert back and forth in reading 7 different books at once while keeping all the storylines straight. This isn't one of those times, so it's been hard focusing solely on one book. That said, I am grateful that I could finish this book because this was a quick read novel, this was a short novel, and I was able to keep up with the plot enough that I was never bored with this novel whatsoever. Getting back into my thoughts and opinions on this book, I wish there was a sequel that focused solely on the aftermath between Amelia and Evan's relationship and eventual wedding. If I were author Elle Kennedy, I would be giving Amelia and Evan a wedding at the same hotel in the middle of a hard winter snowstorm. Why do I say snowstorm romance? There is an old story about snowfall on your wedding day predicting fertility and strong babies. I would also like to see a jovial and hopefully pregnant by then Marcy being Amelia's matron of honor, which I think would be absolutely perfect. Do I see myself reading Elle Kennedy's other books that I have not read yet? Abso-freaking-lutely. Do I have many of her other books? Yes, I have Hot and Bothered, Hot and Heavy, and Sweet Talker as paperbacks, and those are on my list of to read next books. Comment below which book of Elle Kennedy's you think I should read next, and also, do I like Elle Kennedy's plots and writing style? Yes. Do I consider this an all-time favorite book? No, but it is one of my primary go-to quick read books, which weirdly enough isn't actually on my all-time favorites list of books. Moving right along into my final notes about this book, I rated this book 5 out of 5 stars hands down. This book was so entertaining, and as far as my official review goes, I will say yes to loving this book tenfold. I love the cast of characters, I love Emilia and Evan's intense sexual chemistry, and I love the steamy plot of a romance happening on a mountain hotel during leading lady's bestie's wedding. I had my reservations about Marcy's fiancé, thinking that he was actually a dishonest guy who slept with Emilia, aka Marcy's maid of honor, but my thoughts on this potential cheater were entirely false, and I was beyond relieved that this book isn't a cheating romance novel. I am into a lot of taboo books, as I have said before, but cheating is a hard no for me. After reading this book, I can say that I am anxiously praying for a sequel and wishing a happily ever after for all the characters deserving of one in this literary world. Even though this book isn't a favorite, it's still my favorite dating app romance novel of all time, so technically I guess yes, my opinion shifted immediately in this video from not favorite to definite favorite because this is my favorite dating app romance ever. And that is contradictory, I get that, I am moving on. All I have to say to Elle Kennedy is great job, I respect you as an author, I love your work, and I can't wait for more. I loved this book, thank you so much for this literary entertainment. Anyway, that's about it for today, so if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button to show some support, subscribe to my booktube channel to get more videos like this, turn on that notification button to be notified when I upload brand new videos every single Sunday. Keep on reading and have a great day, everyone!